Warren Sapp, NFL Network analyst, joining us on the program. Where do you stand with all this RG3 stuff, Warren?
What's the question?
Well, should he have played in the second half? Whose choice should it have been if he's going to stay in or not? Do you think he was hurt before he actually came out of the game?
Oh, he was definitely hurt. He wasn't 100%. And if he's not effective for your football team, it's on Mike Shanahan to pull it.
So RG3 has no say in this?
Yeah, to the point where he understands, and I understand the conversation that he had with his coach saying that, there's a difference between being injured and being hurt. We all understand that. But as a professional, when you're not able to plant your feet and throw the ball, it's got to be on coach. Because, we all competitors, we all warriors. We want to keep going. We're the best option our team got, but nah.
As a defensive player, did you target injuries on other players?
No way. Come on. I didn't even want to read the injury report.
Even if it's a quarterback with a tender ankle? Or
Listen, my brother, the quarterback is the dessert. I'm already going to lick him. So whatever you get underneath center and you take that snap, I best believe I'm coming to see you.
But you never did anything in the pile?
That's one of the biggest myths about the piles is that people be grabbing and no way. What? I'd be seeing you at the bus like Carmelo.
Did you ever want to do that?
No, it's there. It'll come back. Football guards and karma in a sport that every 6 seconds you can be laid up with, ACL, MCL, PCL, everything gone. No way. You don't do that. Don't send out those bad vibes.
I think something that's really gone unnoticed by a lot of people is the condition of the field with the Redskins. That you had Clemens get hurt.
You couldn't even see the logo.
But how bad? Warren, it looked like a game had been played prior to the game being played.
It looks like that NFL Network commercial when they kick it off and say it wasn't much of a game. Guys running around in a bunch of mud.
What's the worst field you played on?
The old vet and old Three Rivers. Yeah, those are bad places.
How bad did that? It's like concrete.
Oh, concrete with rivets and cracks and the second base, little spot is right in the middle. Oh, yeah, it gets nasty.
You played for a variety of coaches, and I'm looking at these guys who are college coaches going into the NFL. Is it any different now for these guys to try to go into the NFL than it was, say, 15, 20 years ago?
I'd say yes. It's a more wide-open game. The middle of the field, there's an autobahn. In between the top of the numbers to the top of the numbers, there's concrete. You can run up and down there and don't have to worry about anybody hitting you. The field is wide open. You can get to the third and fourth corner. Yeah. It's time for the game to get some new blood in this thing, and let's go.
He's Warren Sapp, NFL Network analyst. Rob Ryan got fired as the defensive coordinator. He deserved to get fired there?
Listen, man, the Cowboys have been underachieving for the last 15 years, so whatever.
But why is Jason Garrett get another year?
Tony Romo did play good down the stretch. And if their defense would have, DeMarcus was hurt, and then Spencer's playing for a contract, so he's playing well. Then Jay Ratliff was out of the middle, so that really kind of depleted them. So, and then they've lost every linebacker they could possibly imagine. So once you do that, in the middle of your defense isn't sound, then you're going to have problems.
You look at the Baseball Hall of Fame and what we factor in with the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And you know this, that they don't factor in anything other than what you did on the football field. At least they're not supposed to. Should that be what we look at with Hall of Fames, that it's not whatever you did to get on the field, to play, that should be fine. It shouldn't be about anything off the field.
Okay, let's just put this baseball thing in context. It's a sport where you fail 70% of the time to be considered a Hall of Famer with a 300 hitter, right?
Yep.
And then you need, 75% of the vote to get in?
Yeah.
Then if your numbers aren't good enough, then what are we looking at? I mean, that's what baseball is all about, the numbers. The numbers never lie. You compile the stats, you're in the 500 home run club. Now it's the 600 home run club, and then it's 3,000 hits and whatever else those crazy-ass numbers are. And you punch your ticket. I mean, I always thought that's how you did it, right?
Should we factor in, though, character off-the-field stuff with the Hall of Fame?
Listen, I'm not a voter, and I never thought I went to a baseball game or a football game or to the U.S. Open to watch Johnny Mac for a counseling session about, the morals of how I want to live my life. I went for entertainment. I went for the competitive, banter that went back and forth. Two teams enter, one team leaves.
Let's look at the games this weekend.
Uh-oh.
Ravens in Denver.
Pray for them. Hey, man, it's a daunting task when you have to go see Peyton Manning in his house after a week where he's fine-tuning a bunch of young stallions and ready to come after you with a defense that, oh, my goodness. You remember all those times you used to think about going into Indy and it was indoors and Peyton was ready for you? Oh, my God. Ravens are coming out of a game going on the road.
How frustrating is it to face a guy like Manning who doesn't get sacked?
You know what? He does if you can get to him, but he's not going to let you get him 5 times. I mean, that's the whole key. You'll get one blitz against him that he hadn't seen, or that's new. That's your one play. You're going to get a good rush. That's another play. This man is averaging less than 2 3-and-outs a ball game.
But we look at this with all these new quarterbacks and, this new style, and then you look at 2 of the slower, less athletic quarterbacks in the game, and those are still the 2 best quarterbacks in the game, in Brady and Manning.
Well, those are 2 that we want to love and admire, but the other ones thrill us. I mean, it just keep you on the edge of your seat.
But do you want thrill? Do you want thrill, or do you want?
I want championships.
Exactly.
And I think Brady has 3, and Manning has just as many as I do.
He's got 1.
Yeah, just as many as I do.
But that style of RG3 and these guys, it can't last.
Oh, it's going to have to.
No, you can't because...
Yeah, they got to make better decisions. Yeah, they got to make better decisions with how they get down. That's why I love Kaepernick. That Superman slides.
If I said you could invest and they were stocks, you could have Kaepernick, RG3, right now after the knee surgery, Russell Wilson, or Andrew Luck.
Who's my receivers and running backs?
No, you're just...
Man, you got to have some toys to play with that thing.
No. Same toys for everybody.
Luck is something that comes along once in a lifetime. It's just that simple. You don't walk into a place with 2 wins and only Reggie Wayne outside and a Pinto and a Gremlin in the backfield and go to the playoffs. I mean,
was Luck underrated this year?
No. He was as advertised that he was going to make a couple mistakes because the big guy really believed in his ability to put the ball where it needs to be placed. I mean, I love a quarterback with confidence like that. Let me play with him any day of the week and twice on Sunday.
All right, let me, if you have any upsets here, Seattle and Atlanta, you got Texans in New England.
You know what? I really like Seattle's ability to go pound the rock. And when you can go pound the rock on the road and then toe the defense, oh, my goodness, these corners, the Boom Squad, man, listen. And then those safeties. Oh, my goodness.
So the
only problem I have with Seattle is that my dog, Chris Clemens, blew his knee out, and he's not there. But I think he's instilled the mentality that it's a pack. And if you hunt like a pack, it's going to be a good day.
All right, so Seattle and Atlanta, you like Seattle.
I like Seattle.
Texans, any chance against New England?
You know what? I'm watching the game right now as I'm looking at it in the film. They do have a chance because the one thing about Tom Brady and Belichick, if you don't allow them to get to that 14-point lead and get comfortable on you, you can beat them. Because let's remember, Mark Sanchez walked in there and beat them.
And then you have Green Bay and San Francisco.
I love San Francisco's ability to dominate the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. They when they put the tape on, when you put the tape on them, it's like you're about to get in a brawl room fight, and it's bare knuckles, and they get to use the bottles, the chairs, and everything in the room. They hit you with everything. So I love Green Bay's quarterback, but when you can put a front up and take them out of their comfort zone, and that's what San Francisco will do.
Before I let you go, Rex Ryan having the tattoo of Mark Sanchez, his wife wearing the Sanchez jersey. How would you feel about playing for a coach who did that?
Stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it. I love a coach that loves his players, but I've never found anything in this world there, and I've been around in that I wanted to put on this body that I will not say with my mouth. So tattoos is out for the big boy.
Have a good weekend, brother.
Oh, yes, sir. You
All right.
too.
Thank you, Warren. Warren Sapp, NFL Network.